Hey guys, okay, so short and sweet message. I was just recording some videos for Mars Moxie, some really cool, really groundbreaking actually concepts that have been downloaded to me. I shared about this a while back, speaking about, I have the moon in Taurus and just the connection between your body and money and prosperity. And yeah, so anyhow, I have a short and sweet message. I'm going to be getting on an illumination session here very shortly, so I have to prepare. However, this message is for you. And a couple of days ago, I shared a message about connection has been restored. 3 ways to generate cash flow in your business. And I received like so much positive feedback from that video. I mean, it was like, what, 7 minutes long, if that, and the stuff that I shared in there was so simple. So I highly recommend, if that's something that you are wanting and or you're experiencing a challenge right now, is in generating and or bringing in flow money into your business, definitely go and watch that, and I will post a link to that YouTube video here in the comments. But this is actually speaking exactly to the point that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, or rather the message that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because if you implement this will change your relationship to money. This will change your relationship to your business. It will change your life. But nothing happens unless you actually implement it. Okay? And this is something that I have just been told over and over again, that it's really important that I drive this home for people right now, is because there's so much information. And it's really easy to watch a live stream. It's really easy to listen to a podcast, to read a book, to take a program, but then not actually do the work, not actually apply and integrate the information. And it just stays here, taking up mental bandwidth, and you don't actually make any real change in your life. So are you ready? Are you ready? Okay? One of the #1 ways that you are actually limiting and or preventing yourself, you're leaving money on the table, you're leaving gold on the table, is because you don't actually value your talent. You don't actually value what you're good at because you take it for granted. Okay? So let me break that down to you a little bit further. So like, the things that we're good at, the things that just come really easy and come really effortless to us, and because we're used to it, right? It's like, I take for granted that, what's up, Miruna? I take for granted that I'm gonna have a certain amount of money coming in every month. I take that for granted. I take for granted my health. And I don't even want to say that, because your words are powerful, but what I'm doing is I'm explaining to you that the things that naturally come good to you, people take it for granted. It's just like, you don't, because you're used to having it all of the time, you don't, hello beautiful, you don't even realize how valuable it actually is to somebody that doesn't have that gift. So like, let's say that you're really good at art. You have a creative mind, you have an artist's eye. Somebody else whose mind doesn't work that way, to them, you're valuable because they don't have that, or they don't have it to the degree or to the skill level that you have it. But because you're so used to it, because it's something that you've been doing since you were 5 years old, because it's something that you take for granted, because it's just always readily available, you actually discount your service because you're not actually aware of how valuable it is. for example, to somebody else that doesn't have it. Okay, so that's number one. You don't actually realize how valuable your gifts and your talents are because you're taking it for granted. So this can show up as number one, just not feeling that you matter. Number one, not feeling that, you are worthy of charging higher rates for your services and or for your time, for people getting access to you because you take it for granted. Okay? So now to come back, case in point is I had posted, what's up, Kristen, is I posted a video the other day about 3 things to increase your cash flow. And to me, it was so simple. It was just like, this is fucking basic shit, right? And it is basic shit. And that's the beauty, is that basics. It's like, it's so easy for us to discount things that are easy and basic. Hello, gorgeous woman. How are you? Kristen, mwah. But I received so much positive feedback. I mean, people were sending me all of these messages. Oh my God, that message was gold. Oh my God, that helped me so much. And it was something so easy and so simple. And to me, there was even a moment where I was just like, should I even be sharing this? Because it's like, it's so simple. It's so basic. But because it's simple and basic to you, because it's something that you already are doing and that it's like easy for you, you don't realize that it's valuable to either somebody else who doesn't have that and or even maybe they don't remember it. Okay, so if you 3 things to generate cash flow in your business, if you're experiencing a plateau or things are you're experiencing a challenge in that way, I highly recommend you watch it. It's like 7 minutes tops, if that. I'll link it here in the comments. And then today's message, which is a case in point, really reaffirming that, is that it's so easy for you to take for granted the gifts and the talents that you have. And so when you do that, number one, you don't even really feel that it's something worth selling. You may not even realize I can charge for that. I can charge people for this information, or I can charge people because I have access to this good or to this service or to this person. And on top of that, so you may not even realize that you can charge for it. But then number 2, you may not actually be charging what it's actually worth, like the transformation that it will facilitate for people. And the reason this is going a little bit deeper, and this is because what a lot of people do is they attach their sense of worthiness to their product or service. Your product or your service is something independent than you. So it's so important that when you're charging for your services or your products, that you're not charging it based upon how worthy you feel. You're charging the transformation that service or offering is going to provide for people. Okay? So that's the message. I hope that you guys did find this valuable. If you liked it, please let me know in the comments. #replay. If you've got questions, let me know. I'm doing a series of videos like this to just share with you some things that, like I said, I've taken for granted in and of myself, as it pertains to, it's really interesting. I've had such an interesting relationship to business and to career, and so I'm starting to share a little bit more of the behind the scenes things that I really haven't in a huge way shared with people. And a lot of this really is being inspired by the program that I'm in right now, or that I'm hosting, which is Mars Moxie, Your Ultimate Bandwidth Makeover. It's working specifically with Mars and the entrepreneurial energy, money, muscles, and mischief. And people are getting really amazing results, and I'm getting really amazing results. And so I'm just inspired to kind of share some of the overflow that's happening in that container. So if that's something that you're interested in and you want to set yourself up for 2023, there are spots available. People are already snagging up their spots. just so that you know. So there are limited spots available. People are already saying, I want to set myself up for 2023 and hit the ground running. So if that's something that you're thinking about, you really want to revolutionize your body, because that's what this program, it's all like the foundation is reconnecting you to the strength and the confidence and the trust in your body. And then from there, your business, your personal self-expression, your capacity to provide service, to provide energy to your community and people is an extension of that. But it always, always, always starts here, okay? Aw, thank you so much, Kristen. I love you, and I love your messages. They're just, I love just like the real, intimate, vulnerable sharing. It always speaks to my heart and inspires me to remember to do more of that. So, okay, guys, I love you. Gotta run. Mwah. Bye.